Kay here with NanaKDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. Right now I am working on adding things to the Sunny Summer Days journal. We're going to try to finish this one up the month of October. We've got this one and Tis the Season one to finish. What I'm doing right now is I'm working on the Dollie page of the journal, the first Dollie I think we've got. I don't think we have but one in this particular signature. But I'm working on that one, and I've added additional Dollie to it. It was just this piece, and I've come in and added this. Now, I've gone in and cut it in half, and strengthened it by adding this to the back side of the Dollie, so it's not so paper thin. And on this one, I've left the exterior lace done, but I cut the center out. I cut the center out like this, cut that out, and I glued that here just to give it a little strength. And then I've taken my little pad here that's got a little bit of brown on it, and I've just done a little bit of, just kind of staining a little. And then I put this on over that, and I've kind of made a little crease right here along this edge, right here, so that I can actually have a fold out. And I'm trying to make it even. Not easy. I started doing this off camera, so that's why some of it's done. But it's not hard to catch up. And I'm just trying to get this to be a nice even fold, and I've added glue behind it. And so now it's going to fold over like this and just kind of have an open page. Next step is the dilly for me right now. I need to find something for here. And this is my little thing of clip art. And that's really small enough to go there, and I kind of like that. I'm not for sure. I don't like that one, definitely. Or I might just go with something just basically round. Now, this is one of those times when it's just, I'm back to just scrambling through what I've already got. I think I like this, I don't like that. It's not big enough. I'm going to do something I want it to be really standing out. And I kind of like that. I like the daisy. Okay, so none of this really just seems to be jumping out and making me happy. It really doesn't. None of it. I don't really like any of it. I think I like that daisy. I'm going to keep that out. Let's go through some of our paperwork over here in our pack. And let me see what I've got that I can actually cut out. Add to that. I really like that daisy, but I really need something else with I really don't want to cut up my ephemera. That's the bad thing, because it's taken so long to even get to this point. Well, we've got enough stuff to work with, but we'll see. Okay, I've got a lot of extra pages in here of stuff I've printed. Oh, yeah, it's cute. And if I can't find anything in here, my next step is going to be to go into my stash in the back room over this way to my left. I got a big old back room full of storage. And guys, I know I'm plundering, and you're not getting to see anything because I'm really not doing it. Oh, kind of like them mushrooms. No, don't like them after all. And that's a program. Well, it's one of those times when I thought it was a good idea to cut the video on and work, and now it's just not such a good idea to cut the video on because I can't find anything I really like. I just found something I think I like. Alright, let's cut this one out just to see if we're going to be able to use it. Okay. This is where I'm just taking what's left in my pack, and I'm going to try to start using a lot of the scraps that's in that packet. I really feel the need to get those used up. And I'm just going to fussy cut. And this one time, I'm just going to let you guys watch me fussy cut. A lot of times I don't do it because I think it's boring to you, but I'll try to jibber jabber and cut at the same time. And if somebody walks in my shop, the routine, I'm going to reach over and just put it on pause a few minutes. But just bear with me, because I'm having one of those days today where I have just picked up the craft knife and just started. I really didn't make any plans as to what I was going to show you guys. I did introduce my new, I did do the video of my new kit that's coming out. So you guys be on the lookout for that. I've got one more Christmas kit coming out before the holiday. And in that video, I did tell you guys that we are going to be working on that one in November. We are going to finish up the whole month of October. We're going to work on nothing but this one and 'Tis the Season. Sunny Summer Days and 'Tis the Season. We're going to try to get these knocked out. We have had just one interruption after the other. Every time I think I was going to get on some kind of a schedule, I can't. So, unfortunately, Nana Kay just is not on a schedule. We just kind of randomly find time that we can come into this shop and we can work. And I know you guys probably would rather have some kind of schedule that's regular so you know when to come on and look. But right now, I'm working spontaneously, and I apologize, but that's the best I can do. All right, so I like this with one exception. I don't have enough space for that particular flower, but I may can use it somewhere else, so I'm going to cautiously cut my butterfly out of that piece. Nothing fancy, nothing great, just kind of cut that out right there. And I'll say this, because I may can use it with that daisy right there. And I may can use that daisy still in this set, which I kind of like. I really kind of like the daisy too. I think we're going to stick these two together. So first of all, I'm going to take the butterfly wing and arrange this where the wing is touching that daisy. So that's down. Okay, I don't know that I really want to ink it up too much, so just around the butterfly and a little bit around the sunflower, because it's just going on the flat part here. Down that side. Okay, so we're going to decorate this flat part right here. Okay. These are really delicate to work with, so you have to be careful how much glue you put on them. And if you're going to put a lot, you just kind of got to tap your fingers on it and just kind of give it a few minutes and make sure that you kind of rub the back, because if it goes through the hole, it might stick. Because I'm telling you, this tissue paper, it's not forgiving at all. There's no need even to suggest it. So there's that. That little flap got done. Now we got to fix something in here. I don't think I'm going to... Well, we could use that right there. Not that it has to have anything, but that's kind of, just part of it. Just do something. I'm going to start using a whole lot more of the clip art and stuff, guys. All right, I'm going to go grab my package, and I think what I'm going to put underneath here is a piece of the journaling card. We're going to look at it real quick. We're not going to make a decision yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do here. Just a little journal card. So but I don't want to lose, oh yeah, you can go up in there. I really don't want to come above this line, so I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to mark that. And then I'm going to cut this little bit off right here. And then I'm going to pull this down and take a ponder. I might just do it this way so you can see what I'm doing here. I don't want it to come. This is just a little semi thing to give me an idea of where it needs to be cut at. Okay, here's what I'm going to do so that I can make sure. Yes, we see one that comes to there. I'm actually going to cut out another piece of this, because that's what it's covering. So I'm just going to take this semicircle here, or half circle, that I've already cut out one piece, and I'm going to do this. Like I say, it's really thin, so it's kind of hard to trace around, but somehow we're going to manage, okay? If I don't do it any other way but right here on the back, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to glue this piece here that I just cut, because it's the same size as under there. I'm going to glue that like that. I'm going to glue it at the back of my line paper, but I want my lines up and down, so we're going to glue it right here. Glue it as straight as we can. Okay, so I'm gluing it there, and it's not easy to see, but it's okay. I'll tell you what, let me do it this way. You can see it right here. That way it makes it easier to cut. Do whatever you have to do. There you go. So now I can see it. So now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut that semicircle again. And I don't know that it's going to be all that great, but I'm trying to stay within that pink line that I just did. It's not real straight, but I will touch it up myself. Okay, I like that. And we're going to make a joining space right here. Right here. Okay, I don't want it to pop out, so we're going to have to come in here and make it a little bit smaller. How sad. Because I don't know if I can follow that line enough to do it that small, but we're going to come down again like this. I'm going to come down again, and I'm going to cut it again, guys, but this time I'm going to use this that I already cut out. And cut out another ring, and I don't want it too small. That's too small. This is what you call true experimentation, isn't it? Okay, let's try one more time. That went out. That went down 2 lines. So I've got to erase that line out, not mess up my paper. And we're going to come, okay, let me see where I want to come at so that it's not peeking out. Make myself a little mark here because I want it beyond that point and beyond that point. That looks like the 2 deepest points on this. Okay, so we're going to put this, see that mark right there, and that mark right there. Just beyond those 2. I'm going to try one more time, guys. I'm going to cut that one more time. As close to that pencil line as I can. Trying to keep the semicircle shape by twisting the paper with the scissors cutting. Okay, let's see what we got now. Stay. Okay. Alright, if I close it, are we going to, oh, perfect. Perfect. So we're going to glue that down in there. Well, that worked out well. Old saying was the wheel was away. Okay. Color up some stain in there. Alright, so we've got a German spot here. Now I have another option. I'm going to see if I can secure this just a little more right here. A little more glue. This is so fragile. Okay, right there. It's going to open. I'm going to press right here with my fingernail, just slightly. We do not wish to disturb the tissue. Okay, so that's going down. Now, what you've got here is, I have the option of either gluing that down or making that tuck spot. So let's see if the tuck spot takes away from the design. That's what I want to see. Okay, here would be what we, okay, so say this is here. That would be a tuck spot. I don't like it, so I'm going to go ahead and glue my whole thing down right here. Just come back in with some glue and glue all that. That's just a secret writing spot right there. That's all I want there. I don't want anything else. And if I didn't glue it enough, I can always come back and add more. But there we go. So now we've got a secret writing spot underneath that flap there. That's kind of pretty. And this one just flips up and we will add something up behind there. Let this dry because it's starting to curl and roll because it's wet. I'll let it dry a few minutes. Okay, and like I said, guys, I'm just doing this out of my head as I'm designing. This is what I do a lot of times. But I like that little writing spot there. That is so cute. All right, we're going to open this, and we're going to decide what we want here. A pocket. Let's see what this envelope would look like behind it. No. I don't really want an envelope behind it. I think I'm going to make a pocket here if I've got one cut and done. Not really design one. But I think I want to put I think I want a journal card there and a tag. And I want a tag underneath, so that'll look there like that. So we want a pocket to slide it into. If I have one of these. Oh, I like this one. Okay, here's a pocket. It will fit the page like so. Okay, I kind of like that. Just simple pocket so the tag can go down into it. The tag will sit underneath that, and the ribbon will come above it. Okay, let's go for it. Alright, this time I'm going to take this little thing out for a minute and lay all the books aside like this so I won't forget where it goes. I need a little bit flatter on my desk, guys, so I can work with it. And I'm going to go right. I want it to go down, and I want it to poke up a little bit above that. I really kind of want it underneath. Or like this, asymmetrically. That's where you decide when you get it. And whoever gets the book can decide what else they want to do to it. I'm going to come down just around the threads, and I'm going to do, this is going to be our open side, so we're only going to do a line across here. Of course, I'm doing it as soon as I can. I'm sorry, I'm out of screen again, okay? Here. Alright, so I glued it all three sides. I went just over the thread on this page. Okay, now it did cover the corner, the decorative corner here. I'll grab one and see what it looks like, but I don't really think it matters. I don't think it's going to matter. I might put one back on it. I don't think so. I think okay. Yeah, I'm going to tear this like this. Oh, you're not seeing. Good, okay. Tear this decorative corner here off. And ink up a little bit of the edge here so it's not so torn looking. I'm going to glue this one back down. Over the edge of that pocket, I want to put that, redo this pocket here. That's the bad thing sometimes about putting the corner protectors on ahead of time. That's okay. They're so thin, it's not going to take up that much room to add it back. And because I've done it on that side of a pocket, I'm going to do one on this side. Don't do it all the time to each page, but I am this one. We have so intricately designed this whole page with all the stitching that it's just almost natural for this one to go here too, on this edge. Okay, so there we go. Looks nice. That looks really nice. Okay, let's see what it looks like close. That looks pretty. Doesn't take away from it. Now we got to grab our trusty hole punch up here. Look for our center. Pretty much the center here. And since we've done so much decorating with brown on these edges, I think that's the lace on that, or the paper on. The ribbon I might use. As if I can find my brown ribbon, it seems not to be in my bucket here. Well, there it is. So I'm going to go with a piece of brown ribbon. Alrighty, and just put a little bow here. Now, of course, you can take this tag and decorate it more if you want. That's up to you. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it just like it is. Writing space on the back, plenty of it. More journaling space. That's what we're after. Journaling. That's what we're doing. We're journaling. I want this tag to kind of go up. So I'm going to stick my glue under right here. Give it a good shot of glue. And then I'm going to pull it tight. And pull it up. Take a few minutes to dry. But I've got my knot right on top of the tag here. Hold my hand on, finger on it just a few minutes. Let it start setting good. Any excess I'm going to rub off. And I do not tie double knots. That's why the double knot gives you too much bulk. So I tie a single knot. That's why I glue. The glue holds it a little better. Okay. It's really still stretching out more than I want it to. I really want it up closer together. I'm going to pull more. Hopefully I don't rip the top. I have been known to do that. There again, that's the way it goes sometimes. Okay, yeah, there's that. And we're going to pop this in the pocket on this side. And that's poking out. And that page is now a wrap. A dolly wrap, all wrapped up. Okay, so we've got that one done. So we're still working on number 1. Okay. Got that. I really need to do something with this page. You guys got any suggestions? I sure wish we were doing live and you guys could do suggestions to me. Because sometimes I just totally run out of ideas here. But we've got this beautiful little piece of watercolor paper. Well, not quite watercolor. Sketching paper, I guess. Kind of a sketchbook. Right here. And we need to do something. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to do small pockets. Or a large pocket. Yeah, I'm looking over here to my right in my little tab book. I got a pocket there and there. And I think that's what I'm going with. This one doesn't have a backing yet. I don't think I have one that does. Let's see what I've got in my ephemera pantry. I'm going to have to pull this stuff out so I can go through it, guys. Got it. Quick. Oh, yeah. That's the cool one I got done. I've got some little tags done already. Those 2 are done. Okay, yep. And it doesn't matter to me. I don't care how much prepping I do. I always find that sometimes I just have to do more. Okay, got these little tags. I'm going to lay them over there. They're all the same size. Those 4. Well, that's 5. And I'm just going to look and see if maybe I've got another one of the smaller ones already. Oh, there's one. Pre-prepped, and that's even tinier. Let's see what the 2 of these will look like on that. Just a small tag inside. Tags are too small. I mean, it's right size for this, but it doesn't fill the page up unless we come in and put something like that on. Just for a geometric design, I would love to do these that would be a little bit bigger. Okay, here's one that's bigger. All right, and then a little bit bigger tag. This one's too wide, I think. But that's too wide. This might not be. That would slide in. Okay, got one there. All right, and I don't want this teeny tiny pocket. Oh, wait a minute, we could do it like this. Oh, and I like that. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to add some clip art to this, I think. But I'm going to put a tag in here, and I'm going to put a tag in here. Oh, I got to cut that out. Somewhere along the way, I have fixed it. But I haven't clipped out the circle. Okay. I like that. That just gives you a lot of variety right here. Okay, so you got 2 little tags here, and all right, so that's my idea for this one. We're going to do a just like an offset here. All right, I'm going to try to leave them on. Take the tags out. and try to leave them in place and get them where they kind of center. So I want that one right about there. So I'm going to make just a little mark here. It will help if my ink, my pencil is out. Make a little mark here and a little mark here. And we'll erase it in just a minute. But that's just so, when I get ready to glue it, I know the bottom corners are going to go there. Alright. So I said I've lost my glue, but it rolled under. Alright, so glue the tabs. Glue the tabs. Okay. They're going to go right here. Right here. Put it down. Okay. Now I'm going to look at this and try to get these out. Alright, same thing. I want to get them. I like the way they look. Let's get a tag back in here now for just a second so we can see how much. Want them offset a little. So this one is going to go with the bottom corners right here and here. I'm going to glue that one down with the corners about there and there. Okay, so let's offset it. Glue the tabs. Right here on this corner. Make sure it's straight. Yeah. I'm sorry guys, I did get a little bit quiet, didn't I? It's okay. That's what happens when I get really busy. Sometimes I just get quiet. It's a rarity for me though. And that's my husband. I hardly ever get quiet. I even talk in my sleep, guys. That's funny. I even talk in my sleep. I guess if I could teach in my sleep, I would. Okay, those little tags, I think something got glued down that shouldn't have, but that's okay. We can slide the ruler up under there. Open it up. There we go. That opened it right there. I think I got my glue too far on the edge there. These are really tiny pockets to work with, but I'm going to push down on it right there with the ruler. Hopefully I'm not going through the page. Okay. Yep, I did in there. I didn't go through there. That's what we didn't want to do. Alright, we'll try again to stick a tag in there. Alright, tag going in like it's supposed to. Oh yeah. Just like it's supposed to. Okay, that tag went in. Let's see what one we want on that other one. I just want this one. I don't want any little picture on it. And that one went in just fine. That went in just fine. Okay. So we've got that front page done. I think I want to put a little tab on it, a little pull on it. Nothing fancy, but something small. A little piece of a tab pull here. Kind of like a shiny little. Yeah, okay, just a little pull. Not, I don't want it to be large. Okay. I think that's a little, it looks like a little bit crooked to me. I hate to pull it up, but I think I'm going to have to just for a second because I have this problem. If it's a bit, even the slightest bit crooked, it drives me nuts. And I think that one was, so we're going to redo it. These edges here. And twist them a little so that they're not crooked. And I do not want to happen again, get my glue on top of the other part. So we're going to twist it just a little. There we go, right along the edge of that thread. There we go. All right, now it's not crooked. Sorry, I just can't stand even to be the slightest bit crooked. All right, now we're going to actually I'm trying to decide if I want to punch a hole in it or just staple it on. And I think I'm just going to staple this one on if I can get the stapler to work in the right spot. Sometimes holding it and gluing it at the same time is hard to do. I mean, hold it and staple it. So I'm going to put a piece of glue on it just to hold it. And you're probably saying, well, then why don't you just glue it? Well, the reason is I want some kind of decorative something up there to draw attention away from the end of the ribbon being just glued on. Like so. So that's where the staple comes in. You get a little bit more of a more decorative design here. There you go. Not great, not anything fancy. And if it's too much of this hanging down, you can always clip some of that back off. Okay, so now, another lighting spot on the back. That page is now done. So see, once we get to the, to really jumping in here, sometimes you don't have to add a lot of bulk to get a lot of design. And that's what we ended up there. That almost is like what you would see our wall hanging on a wall. So that one got done. We're going to let these dry before we do anything else because the glue on here is kind of bleeding through. So I want it to dry. I don't want to do anything else unless I put just a great big pocket there, which is a possibility. You can do something, I can do something like this. Just make me a pocket that can have just some infinite to connect and not even actually. I kind of like him. Well, I kind of like him a lot. Yeah, I like my gnome. Well, I like her too. The little fancy letters. That looks prettier. Okay, we're going to go with her. We're going to go this as a pocket. Easy, simple design. Yeah. Go for it. See how quickly this can come together? To me, it's amazing when we get to the doing. And I guarantee you, if you sit down, you're probably thinking sometimes when you sit down, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Well, a lot of times I'm that way. I have no idea. But when I start pulling out what I have, and I just start putting stuff together, I come up with ideas. And they may be just simple, just simply a simple pocket. But a simple pocket put beside the right page with the right cards going in it makes all the difference in the world. So that piece is now done. So we've already done 3 now. Guys, we've decorated 3 in 30 minutes. 3 pages in 30 minutes. And now, the thing about this page is, it's still loose. It's not hooked. So we can slide it anywhere in this book right now we want to. Now, on this page here, I still don't have a piece of ephemera that I have put in this great big pocket here. And I really need, I don't know where my great big long tags have gotten off to, but there's one. So we can decorate this tag and maybe a couple of smaller ones. I don't like that. But, you know, I really like this journal card because it matches this page, but it's too wide. I just feel like I should. Oh, I love this daisy tag. That's a nice one. That's a nice one there. And one of my gnomes coming out there. I think that's the 2 I'm going to put there. So let's decorate this with a ribbon. So grab our trusty hole punch. And this one's going to be really big. So this got a really big hole in it. So I'm going to punch it twice. To punch out as much of that white as I can. And then I'm going to take my inker. Put a little bit more of my stress oxide on it. And I'm going to try to whiten up that, or darken up that area. I did. I done just perfectly fine there. That kind of darkened it up. And we're going to go with another piece of yellow ribbon. This time just a piece of the, what I call rig ribbon. And I might do a bit with this one. Come back, card, what you're calling for. I might need you, because I'm desperately running out of ephemera to put in these pockets. But we're going to go with this. And I think we're going to do on camera something I don't love to do, and that's tie a bow. But we're going to try, okay? Please bear with me, because I am going to try to tie you a bow. Okay, the first thing I do is I start my bow, my knot, and I do put a piece of glue under it. That holds everything really nice and firm. I press on it to get the knot as flat as I can, because I've got to come up with 2 more pieces like this side. And I've got to wrap this side and get it going. So it comes back through, just like a tie a shoestring, I guess. No. Okay, so now this is where I have to do some wiggle waggling. Oh no, y'all love my terms, don't you? Okay, I come up with all kind of crazy terms, so this is what I'm saying. Then I pull, 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 and then I pull again. Twist tightened, okay? There's my bow with my strands going kind of upward. I am going to come right in here again and put another dab of glue underneath, just for security. And then I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to see how much of that ribbon I want to cut off. I'm going to lay it right up here, pull it, and then I'm going to cut. Try to cut both pieces about the same size. And I got that one a little bit small, so cut that off again. There we go. So we got the bow on that, and that is ready to go. Put my card in. So that page is done. So there we are. Writing space left. We got a lot of blanks left, but I really don't want to fatten it up too much. And I really, of course, there's a beautiful writing page. I really want to make sure that whoever gets this has a chance to be able to do some stuff, okay? We got to put a tag in here. We got a single pocket. I was wondering if it was a double, but it's not. We got a single pocket here. We have this beautiful arrangement with the artist stuff in it. But I really like that one better. This really blends much better. That blends better because of the darkness. I'm out of tags. We are actually going to have to make some more tags. I did not want to have to do that. There we go. Just put 2 German cards in there. No. Okay, no, that was a flip, so we did need. The German cards need to go in there. I knew it was a pocket, just had to find it. Okay, there it is. And put her in there, and put that one there. Okay. I don't know, maybe I like better having her towards the front. I do. I like her peeking up better. Okay, so that's in, and this was a flip that we've done. I think we did a video on it. I hope we did. Lots of writing space there. Alright, this was a centerfold, if you guys remember it. I'm just going over it again and seeing what else I want to add to this. I got a pocket here. Definitely need to put something in it. So we got a tag there. Gonna put a bow on that tag. And this beautiful butterfly, I think, here and here. I like that. And it flips over, writing space. We've got another pocket here. This was a double pocket, so we've got to have a card going in here. And another one. One more. Maybe just a bookmarker. Okay, so that one's loaded. Let's do the tag. We're going to finish up this first signature very shortly, it looks like. And that's what we're after. Smear it. And we're going to go with another piece of ribbon. This is so dark. It's framed out in that darkness. Okay. Again, I'm going to just tie a simple bow, I think. Don't want it thick. Put it on top. Put my glue underneath, right in there, right up under that little ring there. And pull it tight. Okay. Wipe that excess glue off. Which is not going to hurt anything because that will help tighten it up once you finish your bow loops. Okay. have to flip this one around. So if that's what you see me do with my fingers, I am twisting it so that the shiny side pops out. Those really are something that you're going to have to practice on. You're not going to be happy with them at first. And there's a lot of times, even now, I still am not always happy with my bows. But it's just one of them things that you don't want to spend a lot of time with. You want it to look nice, but it's not. That's not the intricate part of the design. It's just a little bit of decorative. Okay, same thing again. I really don't need any much more glue on in there because I put so much on to start with. Come back in here, twist my tags. Oops, we pulled out a little bit. I got to pull this tighter, guys, because this is a satin ribbon and it doesn't want to lock. So in just a second, pull it really tight. I want that one tight. I want it to fluff up a little. And then I keep laying my scissors down. Okay, there. About there. Alright. Back in where you belong. And that one's done. Okay. Yep, that looks nice. Alright, I think, other than maybe just some minor things, like possibly just a light decoration on this, like maybe another journaling page. We'll go back to the same thing we were doing before, and just decorating. Got a lot of daisies over here, so I'm thinking, I really like that color. I'm right back to this down. Oh, I do like this though. There's another kitten piece. It kind of corresponds with that. I believe this is my favorite. I'm just going to put this one. And this is it. I don't want to spend a lot of time driving myself crazy with what goes, because we're so close to the end. Oh, that was not making me happy. I want to put a little bit of brownness around this to take away from that. We just want some distinction. I think that's the only reason I'm putting brown on this, just to give me a little distinction all around the white, because this is so light. And that did help. Okay, I'm not going to do anything. Whoever gets this can just write here. And on this piece here, we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to find a pocket. Something that just can be like a tuck spot underneath. And that's what I think I would like to design, guys. Just a pretty tuck spot underneath this thing here. I don't know why I don't have more pockets. I just feel like some of my stuff is... Oh, we haven't done a belly band. We have not done a belly band in this book. And I don't know, that would be just a perfect spot for a belly band. And that's what we're going to do. I have not done a belly band in this book, and I'm going to do a belly band right here. Yep. All right, belly bands, do you guys know they only get a little dab of glue at the top and a little dab of glue at the bottom. And I'm going to make this kind of to the, a little bit off from the center, not quite. Tab it. I really should be pulling these pages out to work with. Work with it however you want, because this is what I'm just trying to finish up on the original journal. Okay, this cute little gnome is going to go in there. And this cute little gnome is going to go right there. So I've got two gnome cards peeking out from behind there. Okay, I love that. Perfect. All right, so for right now, I think that's all we're going to kind of do on the first signature. What I'm going to probably do next is I think I'm going to sew the signature together. And then if we want to add anything else, it'll be just very small things, because this thing's getting really thick already. It's getting off center a little bit. So that's my chore now. It's going to be able to take my hand or whatever I'm going to use to hold it together when I sew it, and kind of push that corner right there together. That's my next goal. I got to get this done and without it twisting everywhere. But it will be so beautiful when we get it sewn together. Okay, guys, we're at 50 minutes. I'm going to call it a day on that one. You got to see right much done in that one. If I do anything else in here, it's going to be simply small, really quick pockets, again, with very small pieces of clip art or whatever on blank pages. But there again, it's a journal, and you want to leave some blank pages because you want pages for people to write on. So Nana Kay signing off. Have a beautiful day. Make sure you spend time with family. Family is everything. Bye-bye.